Yeah. Nah, no profit. Yo, where you at? Where you at? My homie Lou on the mic. The mother hosts need to stop. They ain't doing it right. If you ain't turned into Lou, what you doing with your life? Conversations so sharp, it ain't your usual night. We got athletes, entrepreneurs, even celebrities. Politicians discuss nationwide discrepancies. Hardcore tackling issues in our community. Spreading all knowledge, creating an opportunity. Tune in live with Liteskin Lou. Tune in live with Liteskin Lou. Tune in live with Liteskin Lou. Tune in live with Liteskin Lou.
Liteskin Lou. Liteskin Lou. Liteskin Lou.
Yes, indeedy. Yes, indeedy. What's up, everyone? Welcome to the 4th episode of Live of Liteskin Lou. And as usual, guys, I have a very, very special guest. But before I bring him out, I want to thank you guys for continued support of Live with Liteskin Lou. And also, I want to give a special thanks to last week's guest, YG Pat, for showing up and showing love and dropping in. And now that that's all squared away, let me introduce my next guest. This young man is a nationally ranked amateur fighter who has compiled a record of 158-17, winning several national championships, and he hails from the Headbangers Gym, Washington, D.C., surefire prospect. He is none other than Scooter Shock Season Davis.
What's up, Lou?
What's up? What's up, young fella? I can't tell you how delighted I am to have you on the platform. Appreciate you taking the time. What's going on with you?
Man, nothing. Appreciate you having me. I'm just grinding, training, you know what I'm saying? Really just getting ready for the next level.
That's right. That's right. So the fact that you said next level, man, it's a lot of speculations going on about what you posted the other day. You said this last time, y'all might have saw me in the headgear for the last time. What's next for Scooter?
Team Scooter is going on to the pros, man. I think my time has ran this course with the amateurs. I think my game it's time to just go to the next level. The pros better suit my game. So I think it'd be time to just, make that jump.
That's right. That's right. Ladies and gentlemen, you heard it here first. Scooter Davis just announced that he is going pro. I can't tell you how happy and delighted I am to see that you're going to the next level. You were very, like I said at the beginning of the show, you were a fire prospect. Looking back on your amateur career, Scooter, how do you assess it? What do you think?
I think I had a great amateur career. I fought the best at all times. I don't think I never had the easy brackets. Like, I always been at the toughest weights with all the prospects, and I fought all the prospects. I mean, all of them, and my record speaks for itself. So I done won some and I lost some, but the learning experience I got from it, the battle tested that I am from it it's gonna make me a better pro.
That's right. I really think so too. I want to take you back to about a couple of weeks ago. Your fight with Micaiah, I guess Phillips, Friday night. You didn't get the decision. I mean, me personally, I felt like you edged it out. Walk us through that last fight, your last amateur fight.
First off, it was a great fight. Great that we both came out of here. Grateful that we both came out of here. No injuries, no lingering, not hurt. But the fight was the fight. I mean, I feel like I won. Everybody else felt like I won, so I'm happy with my performance. I felt like that I broke them down strategically. That was the thing. In the amateur, it's kind of, it's about punches. Even if they might not land, but your activity rate. You can throw 4 or 5 punches, but really only land 1, but they might give you credit for 4 to 3 just because you threw. And then more so me, I had a taller fighter, so I broke him down more to the body, more stabs. And I think they didn't probably give me credit for as many body shots that I landed and, me be able to break them down like I did. But I believe, and again, like I said, I think I'm just ready for the pros. Because if I had one more round just to think he wouldn't have finished that one.
Yeah, and that's one thing about going to the pros, man. You really have a pro style, and I think it's going to show itself when you, like you say, you just announced that you're turning pro. What did you learn from this last fight that can take you, and be successful in the pros?
Um, I learned. I think my learning curve was more in the training camp than in the fight. The training camp just showed me that you need to be prepared at all times for anything. And when you are well prepared, your body and your performance is going to match your training camp. And when you train and you prepare like you want to be a world champion, you want to feel good and fight good, that's how you got to go train. You can't BS around.
That's right. That's right. Ladies and gentlemen, if you just getting in here, there's a shark in the water. So tread softly. Scooter Shark Season Davis is in the building. Hit that like button. And if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Scooter, I got so many ways I could chop this cake up, man. Chop the pieces up. I'm going to go with the next question, though.
Okay.
New York City, Franchon Cruz Dezern.
Yes.
Undisputed. You and Nasheed was a part of that. And
Yeah.
I watched you guys were just taking on New York. What experience did you get from that?
First off, just being in Madison Square Garden, the chills, because I'm like, man, Mike dropped it, and this was the Knicks played, and this I'm just so hyped and seeing the atmosphere. But actually going into the arena and going into the fight, it was amazing. Like you really saw. Like I really understand the sound barriers now. Like that, once the crowd is so loud, it'll break the sound barrier, and you really just can't hear. You hearing, but it's not. It's so loud in there, you really can't hear your inner thoughts. Like it was crazy. But Franchon fight, I'm proud of her. She did her thing, undisputed. I'm proud that she took me on that journey with her. Me and she, we just always pushed her. We like to push her. She took a liking to us as we were younger, and she just had us on her hip. And
yeah, that was huge, man. Because like I said, that week that she fought, that's when I came up to the gym and I interviewed you, Nasheed, and just chopping it up with you guys. And I seen the love and the respect that you guys had for Franchon Cruz before her fight. Just the relationship that all you fighters have up there. Walk me through the spar wars, man. Just the preparation of getting ready for a fight. You already fought a fight before you even get in the ring, man. Walk us through that, man.
Now we be going so hard, we gotta cut sparring short now. Like we can't be in there going crazy. But sparring wars is cool. Now some days it's just different. Some days you be in there and we working on technical shop things, and some days somebody just in their feelings that day and they get hit with a punch and it's time to go all out. Now we fighting in there. But man, it's all a learning curve. Everything is a learning experience with, because you have different styles in it. Different fighters do different things. You might have Pat, who's a southpaw sniper that's going to counter you with these fast hands. Then you have Isaac Dogbe, that's short, compact, that's going to bring every bit of ounce that he got with him, and he going to hit you at truck. You know what I mean? You got so many different fighters that come through. You know what I'm saying? Headbangers, it's always great work there.
Yes, it is, man. I can't tell you how flattered I was just to be up there watching you guys do battle, man. It was sharks in the water, man. People who just getting in here, shark season, they might not know what that is. Explain it to them.
It's shark season. I came up with it. I believe I'm a shark. I'm cold-blooded, man. It's shark season. It's sharks in the water. Everywhere you see, if you in the water and it's a shark runner, they're going to tell you get out that water because he coming.
Yeah, that's right.
So, shark season all over the world. It's shark season going worldwide, baby.
Right. And it's funny because watching your fights, when you get your guy hurt and you ready to go in for the kill, the first thing I think about is blood in the water. Blood in the water. I love it, man.
You ever seen that Nemo scene where I think the shark started smelling the blood and he started trying to go up? Yep, that's me.
Yes. That's me. Right. As I watch you, Scooter, over the last couple of years, I've noticed that your game, your boxing IQ has taken to a new level. You're a well-rounded fighter. You had coaches, Flip Johnson, Myron Flowers, did I pronounce his name right? before you came to the Headbangers, he taught you punch placement, things of that nature. But when you came to the Headbangers, you learned inside game. So I guess that rounded
Yes.
you all together.
Yeah.
You want to elaborate a little bit on that?
Well, first off, I started. I had a trainer, Doug Avery. He trained me for about a year, and then I got a little advanced. I had transferred over to Flip Johnson, and Flip had me from when I was 8 to about 12. And yeah, Flip told me just about it was like all like Sugar Ray Leonard type of fighting, like using your feet, bouncing, being able to go to the body, get out of there, keep moving, counter punch, hook off the jab. You know what I'm saying? Use your feet, use the ring, be able to go rounds without getting hit. It was defense. It was everything. It was everything else that I needed in my game before. And now going to the Headbangers with Barry Hunter from 12 to now 19. It's all about being. It's still being sharp, being able to use the ring and being slick. But it is more inside game that we're gonna learn. You're gonna learn how to fight inside because of the fighters there. The trainers definitely teach you, but they're not going to teach you if that's just not you. Like if you're not just because if you're a pure boxer, don't mean the Headbangers coaches there are going to just teach you how to bang and go inside. No, they're going to train to your strong suit. So you learn it. I wasn't always an excellent just body puncher or inside fighter. Coming to Headbangers, I learned it throughout the years watching Lamont, watching throwing how they threw this shot, when did they throw this shot, and emulating it, putting it into my game, and as you see today, the things I do. So
you had a front row seat, young fella. I remember you being a young boy, man, just sitting up there, can barely put the glove on your forearm, and you was taking it all in. But I think for one reason, your dad being in your corner, always, to help navigate you through this journey. What has that meant to you? Just to have the whole shock season movement, and then to have your dad to be in charge of all of that.
My dad is everything to me. Everything, like even if I'm not 100% on something, he's gonna make sure he's gonna give me that extra boost. Like, nah, this is it. Like this, he's just that for me. Everything I feel, he already felt for me 20 minutes ago. So he already wired me up about whatever, whatever's new, whatever's going to happen. He's everything. He encourages me to be creative. To brand myself. Saying all these things. If all he asks all the time is like, do you like it? Be like, yeah. He be like, all right, well, come on. And that's it. Like if I like it, he love it. He gonna ride to the end. So
yeah, that's right. I witnessed it firsthand when he came up to the gym the last time I was up there. He was sitting back just watching. Like, yeah, okay, yeah, that's my son up there. He doing this thing. I love it, man. I love it. Special shout out to Deric and Keisha Davis. Safe travels back. I know you guys are watching. You did a hell of a job with this young guy. Scooter, there's a fight coming up that everybody's talking about. The paper hasn't signed yet, but we already know it's going to happen.
On Crawford.
Spence and Crawford. I am curious to think what Shock Caesar Scooter Davis think. Who wins and why?
I'm going Spence Crawford. I'm going Crawford. Decision. No knockout. Decision. Only because I feel like that Crawford is just the better boxer. Now, like, boom. Spence can fight and box. But I believe that them awkward angles that Crawford is going to give him some trouble. But if Crawford cannot deal with the pressure of Errol Spence, then he gonna be in for a hell of a night. So it's all about who established what style first.
Exactly.
Who's gonna make the right adjustment in that middle part of that fight, and that's who's gonna win. I don't believe it's gonna be a knockout that night. I believe it's gonna be a good fight that night. For 12 rounds, we're gonna be in for a treat. I believe that.
Yeah, because I can't, for the life of me, I can't see neither one of them being dominated. Or neither one of them being knocked out. Now, stuff happens in fights. We all know that. But for the life of me, I can't see neither one of them being knocked out or being dominated. I look at this fight. I was telling YG Pat last week, was on the show. I said, Sugar Ray Leonard and Tommy Hearns. That is what I'll be looking at. That's the magnitude of the competition level that I
Yep.
look at.
Yep.
So
It's the competition level is definitely about the same as in that era right now, because these guys Earl and Crawford are the top two guys in their weight right now. That's the fight everybody wants to see. The skills that they have, the level of IQ they have of boxing is probably unmatched. They probably the two smarter fighters in the game right now. So it's gonna be just a great fight to see, really.
it is. I think, well, at first I had it 55-45. Crawford 55, Spence 45. And that was because I didn't know how he was going to recover from the accident. But once I seen how he was able to, get at Ugas, I was like, I got to give it 50-50 because both of them coming off impressive performance.
Yeah.
Crawford coming off an impressive performance against, Sean Porter. And people might say, well, Sean Porter didn't train. I can't really say that because he got in the ring.
Nah, I believe in that fight. He definitely trained. Sean Porter's never going to be the one to not to train.
Exactly. You just got to give credit where credit is due.
Yeah, it was a competitive fight. That's the thing. You we're not about to sit here and act like Terrence blew Sean out the water the whole fight. No, it was a good competitive fight. And then he got caught with a shot, and Crawford just one of the best finishers in the game, and it capitalized on it. That's just what it is. It's what it is. It took the L. But I'm definitely going to give Crawford his credit, and he definitely can't slight Porter at all because he came in there with his best and he tried.
Yes, he did. You can't give him that. Now that we're still on a pro level, I'm just curious and tell everybody out there what weight class you plan on launching in the pros at.
More than likely, I'm probably gonna fight 130. Yeah, 130.
Okay. Yeah, you're gonna be a big boy at 130, man. You're gonna get them boys down at 130 some problems, man. Because when I first saw you for the first time in a long time, after maybe you moved up to 147. I was talking to your dad. He was like, nah, it's 130. I'm like, what? So yeah, whatever weight class you launch at, man, I think it'll be a hell of a launch. I look forward to it. Look forward to it. If I look back at the coaches, Barry, Boogie, and Jamie, what has they meant to you over these since you've been at the Headbangers?
Man, everything. Man, everything to me. Yeah, I tell them every day I leave out the gym, I love them, appreciate them. Just for everything they do. They've been, father figure roles. They done teach me just, about just regular man principles, things. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of things. They're not just, coaches. They're teachers, and every single one of their teachers. They're not just coaches. They don't just because I box, they care for me in a whole way. If I wasn't a boxer tomorrow, they would still have the same relationship with me. So I just appreciate them. I love them so much, and all the glory to them.
Yeah, and I remember, your last fight when you had you didn't get the decision. I was impressed with Team Scooter, how everybody just stayed there and rallied around you. You know what I'm saying? You wouldn't have thought that you didn't get the W. I was impressed with that because what that's saying is no matter win, lose, or draw, even though you always want to get the W, they was like, look, we ain't going nowhere. We taking pictures. Ain't nobody throwing up our party, and the love was, it was just unimaginable. Is that something that you really, really appreciate? I know you appreciate it, but just elaborate a little bit on that.
Man, Team School is just excellent, man. They've been like this since I was 8 years old when I first started fighting. As we just grew and grew. They just loyal. It's a loyal fan base. Mostly my family, really. It's my family. I've gained fans, over the world now. Time going on and more people starting to know, but it's really just my family. Like they gonna love me regardless, whether I lose, whether I win, whether it's a draw. Like they just happy. Like this is our Scooter doing this, and it just makes it, even sweeter that I'm one of the best, in the world fighting right now. So it's like they get to, so they get to brag on me and stuff like that. But I'm just appreciative. I'm appreciative of everything. How the shirts, everybody that bought a shirt. I'm appreciative of everybody that bought, I mean?
Yes. That's right. It's shock season, man.
I'm appreciative of, everybody that bought a ticket, that stayed in that heat and waited for my fight. it's a lot of things that, you know what I'm saying, that happen. I'm just appreciative of my whole team just for supporting me that day.
That's right. That's right. If y'all just getting in here, man, cautious in the air. There's a shark in the water. This young guy, Headbangers finest, Shark Season Davis, is in the water. So if you come in here, hit that like button. And if you're new to the channel, stab that subscribe button as well. Because if not, I might have to put the shark back in the water on y'all. For real. So I can't get over the decision. And I say that because I know you a pro style. He was kind of more of an amateur style. I can't believe they didn't give you that W, man. I'm not just saying that because you on the show. What was your first reaction? I'm just curious. What was your first reaction when you didn't get the decision?
When they said the red corner, I laughed. I actually laughed. Like, it was funny because this was probably the first couple times in my career where, like, I had no doubt in my mind. I knew what I did. I knew what you know what I'm saying? I knew the work I put in during that fight, all the punches I landed, and he knew too. That's one thing I hang my head on. When you look at the fighter's facial expression, or when you look at their
body language,
they know when they got touched up, and his body language let me know that he knew what it was, and that's all I care about. I don't care what these judges say; they're gonna say whatever they want to say. But long as the fighter across me know that, like, oh nah, that's a shock.
Yeah, exactly.
I ain't going in that water playing around. Then I'm happy with that, man. That's all. It is what it is. Just keep going, keep learning. Just chalk it up. Go back to the drawing board.
Yeah, I like I said, I felt like you got the decision because I was impressed with you being able to adapt. Mm-hmm. Okay, he wanted to fight the long game. You said, look, I got to get closer. Boom. You want to fight from the outside. You kept the jab out, and that, for me, honestly, I felt like that was one of your more impressive performances, and it was mainly because you had to do both.
Yeah,
fight inside, and then so at times, not all the times, but at times, you were able to keep him at bay with your jab.
It was a cool, good performance for me. It's so much more I can show y'all. You know what I mean? It's a lot of room for improvement in the fights. Like, so I have a lot of tricks up my sleeve. I just be wanting, I need time to show it with you.
That's right. You got to be a professional. I mean, because when you turn pro, like you said, you got more rounds to do, which you couldn't do the round before.
Yeah.
So my next question to you would be, looking back at that fight, what would you feel like you could do different? If any.
If probably get to the body a little bit early. If I would have got to the body probably in that first round a little bit, put some more money in the bank, he probably would have crumbled a little faster. That's pretty much it. It's not too much that I feel like I could have really did more. Like, I was slipping punches, countering punches. I feel like I out-jabbed him. I definitely won the whole inside battle. He caught me with a couple, good, clean, straight shots, but it wasn't really too much. I can count on my hand how many times I really got touched clean.
Yeah, when you got touched, you kept coming.
Yeah,
it wasn't derailed you or anything. You kept coming.
Yeah, it was more so. That's why I said it was an amateur style of fighting, and it was more so of desperation punches. I feel. He might feel like something else, but I feel like it was desperation punches to keep me off of him.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it wasn't to hurt me or to to do any damage. It was just he's in my space. I need to get him away.
I need to get him up off of. It's kind of like a getting out of the way tactic to some degree.
Yeah. Punch, it might touch here and there, probably. They count that. But when I was in the inside, I don't believe it's no way all my shots were. Which is, it's fine because I always go off of body language. I don't really care about, like, he let me know that I was breaking him down. I could tell. I feel like I broke him. Like, especially with one, we had hair gear on. Two, the gloves will be smaller in the pros. Some of them shots that he was getting hit with that was grazing or that hit a little bit of that headgear.
Yeah, that's gonna be hit on the jawbone. Yeah. I can see you've been thinking about this, young fella. I can see that you've been.
I got one thing about me. I'm a boxing fanatic, man. I love boxing. I said there don't have to be just my fight. I will watch anybody fight, any pro, amateur, just to see, because I feel like you can learn from anybody. Honestly, it might be this one move that this kid got that he been boxing for 1 year. You can look at that, and if it's a legit move, put that in your arsenal and learn. Like I don't have no shame in my game from taking and turning into my own.
Yeah,
You know?
that leads me to my next question, Scooter. Being at the gym for all these years, who have you learned the most from at being at the gym? It could be somebody that's in your group right now or before you. You didn't been up there with Tank, Lamont, Anthony.
That's a
Who
lot.
did you? Yeah, that's a lot. I know that's a lot. That's why I'm put you on the hot seat with
That's
that
a-
one.
yeah, I'm gonna go with the safe answer. I'm gonna go with the safe answer. Nah, I'm gonna speak from. I think that I don't learn from everybody that came in there, but I think the person that just it's just not even explainable how much I fight like him. It just the mannerisms is definitely Lamont Peterson. I can't get away from it. I don't try to, like, it's not like I tried to replicate my game a little bit similar to his, but definitely even all them to my shoulders and to my body shots to the touches I think it's a lot replicated from Lamont Peterson for sure.
Yes, it is, and you can't go wrong with that. I had him on the show like a week ago, 2 weeks ago, and
That's
he
why.
spoke of you, man. He spoke of you. He spoke very highly of Scooter Shock Season Davis. I asked him about you, and he said this young man is a sure prospect. So when you hear somebody of Lamont caliber gives you the compliment, how does that make Scooter Davis feel?
See, I got a different relationship with Lamont. Like, he kind of got, he got that crazy sense of humor. Like, he already told me, like, he already know, like, you already know you ready for this. So that all the telling me I'm the prospect, that's for the cameras. Like,
Yeah.
when in person, when he see me, he just give me that look like, you know what you got to do, and you know this, and you already know. Like, he don't have to confirm anything for me. He did it when I was younger. When one thing I noticed about him is that if Lamont doesn't mess with you, or he doesn't feel comfortable or taking a liking to you, he will not talk to you.
Man,
And
you
when
better tell him. You better tell him.
to a point where I was young, and it been days where I remember, like, he watched my whole sparring, and he came there and gave me pointers and all that before he was coaching. This was the fighter Lamont, and I'm like, it's not a lot of people that can say that. Oh yeah, he watched their sparring, watch, saying he told them, giving pointers on. I'm like, so I know he takes a liking to me, and I think he sees what everybody else sees about that I fight like him. I mean, of course, he might not ever say it, but I
Nah,
think
he
he
ain't gonna say it. He ain't gonna say it. He thinking it though. He thinking it.
sees it though. I want to tell. I mean, if he ever watching this, I didn't do it on purpose. You just made it look good, so I kind of just stole it.
That's right.
Just borrowing it. That's all.
That's right. So listen here, young fella. We about to change things up, man. We about to go over here to the chat room and see what we got in the chat. Kiki, what you got over there, girl?
Okay, hey fellas.
How you
What's
doing?
up, Kiki?
Okay, I have some questions here. So the first question is from Tony K. She said, "Do you have a management promotion company in mind to sign with, Scooter?"
Not a number one, person I want to sign with right now. No, I'm ready to listen to all offers, and me and my dad, me and my team, ready to listen to anything that anybody want to put out there. They want to contact us, talk about this. It's time. So you heard it from me. It's time to go pro. I'm not under no contract with nobody. I'm a free agent right now. So if you want to have a conversation with Derek Scooter Davis and his team, contact us.
That's right. Great question, Tony. Special shout out to Tony K.
Yes.
Okay, she has one more question. She said, "If Haney and Tank would fight, who
Ah,
wins?"
I like that.
I like. But I gotta go. I gotta go with Big Bro. I gotta go with Tank. I feel like Tank. I feel like Tank will just get to him. I know that Haney has a awkward style, and he has a great jab. He's gonna keep you at bay, and he's just a pure boxer. But I just believe that Tank's skills are just superior. He'll be able to get close to him and be able to land the shot to change the fight. Opinion.
Well said. I couldn't agree more.
That's how I really.
Okay, your next question is from Jamar Hill. Who is your favorite fighter now and the past?
The past. I start with the past first. The past. Of course, I gotta go Floyd. I think that's every kid my age favorite fighter coming.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, Floyd and definitely Sugar Ray Leonard. Sugar Ray Leonard was the one that got me into boxing. So Floyd and Sugar Ray Leonard was my two favorite fighters. Currently, it'd probably be. I got a mixture. Like,
Hey, I'm down ahead.
I definitely love Canelo. Canelo is my number one. Tank is my number two. Shakur is my 2B. And yeah, that's probably, and I'm gonna go probably Spence, my 4.
Okay, we can't be mad at that.
Yeah.
Great question, Jamal Hill.
Yeah.
Okay, the next one is from Lene Durham. She said, "What is your biggest accomplishment in boxing?"
My biggest accomplishment got to be one of my nationals. But oh wait, no, I take that back. Last year, I don't think this got any light. I won my first year in Open, my first time in the Open division. I won the outstanding boxer in the whole Golden Gloves tournament. So
That's tough.
10 years old. So I think that's probably one of my biggest accomplishments. Because in elites, I fought all my titles were not in. They were in juniors, youth,
Mm-hmm.
but in elite, that's when you the best of the best. So
You the best of the best, baby.
I think the last year, outstanding boxer was probably my biggest accomplishment. Yeah.
Okay. That's all the questions we have now, Lou.
Okay. Thank you,
Oh,
Kiki. You do
one
such a
more.
There we go.
One more
There we
came
go.
in.
Let's go.
Warzone.
Come on, Kiki.
Warzone said, "What do you do for fun and hobbies?"
You know me. It's 2022. I'm playing the game inside. I ain't doing too much. You catch me on a regular day, you gonna see me with my headphones on, talking to my friends. We playing Call of Duty, 2K, Madden. I coach football. I do that. I coach football at 7U. We actually the number one team in the country at 7U, Maryland Elite. So we just won our spring league championship. So yeah, probably coaching football, playing the game, and watching boxing. That's my hobbies. That's all I do.
That's right. Hey, look, he give it to you real too. He like, look, I ain't even gonna hold y'all, man. I'm playing that game. That's what it is. That's the new era now. And I ain't mad at y'all.
That's my way. For me, that's my way of staying out the way, staying out of trouble. I'm not going outside. I don't go party. I don't go. I don't go out. If you'll catch me in the house, I'm gonna play the game. I'm gonna chill. I'm gonna talk to my friends a little bit, and I'm gonna watch some boxing or something and go train some kids. That's it.
That's right.
So
Right.
Okay, this is the last one, y'all. Lene Durham, she has another question. What would be your biggest hardship in the ring? What was your biggest hardship in the ring?
biggest hardship. What she mean? What she mean? My biggest hardship.
I guess she's saying your struggles. She's saying what was your biggest struggle in the ring?
My biggest struggle. I think struggling like at the beginning of my career, more so I kind of was, I let the nerves get to me sometimes.
Okay.
The nerves get to me. Just ready to get it over. That butterfly feeling. You don't want that in your stomach, so you just go.
Yes.
I'm gonna go ahead and do it, so I can get out of the way. It kind of took to the time, just getting used to it and really like understand like this just another day at the office. Do what I usually do every day, and it's going easily. Just transpire. So I think it's definitely was being frustrated and just getting overwhelmed and nerves. That's probably in my early stages. That'd probably be my biggest hardship.
And that's normal though. It's a difference between being nervous and having nerves. You're not scared because you've been doing this since you were 6 years old, Scooter. It's only been 13 to 14 years since you've been doing it. I'm just saying.
I've been doing boxing. I'm about to turn 20 July 7th. That's next Thursday. So
that's right.
Man, But no, I think I've been doing this for about 14, 15 years. That's all right though.
That's all right. You're doing good for yourself, young fella. I gotta say. So Kiki, we got any more questions over in the chat room?
No more questions. That's it.
All right, all right. If you just getting in here, man, we got a shark in the water. Scooter Shark Season Davis is in the building. I can't tell you how delighted and happy I am to have this young guy who I've followed for so long, man, since he was able to. The gloves took his whole forearm up. He couldn't even see his elbow. But he's been in the game, like he said, 14 years in the game, and he's still doing his thing. And Shark Season. Man, the movement is, if you ain't on the movement right now, you better get your ticket now. Because guess what? Liteskin Lou was in the building 2 Fridays ago. We representing Shark Season movement is in the building. Got a couple more questions for you, Scooter. I'm gonna let you get out here because I know that Xbox game is calling your name. Already know. We mentioned Tank Davis. Yes. I remember the stories that I heard that when you sparred Tank Davis for the first time. Walk us through that, man. I'm down to hear about this one.
Okay. So I start from the beginning. Well, I was in camp already, getting ready for the last year's Golden Glove fight that I was telling you about, where I won Outstanding Boxer. And I just remember, one we had went on live, and he had said he told me he was coming down here. Like, he told me, I'm gonna see if you're doing your sit-ups and all that. I said, okay. I'm like, all right, I've been doing my sit-ups. You know what I mean? I'm gonna talk about junk. This is big bruh. So he like, all right, I'm coming down here. So I'm thinking he, this Tank, he everywhere all the time. So I'm like, I come in the gym next couple of days, and he was there. He walked in. You just saw him with his entourage and stuff. They had his rollout. I'm like, I look over. I'm like, oh shit.
Showtime,
right? So I'm like, oh, here we go. So he came in here, and I remember we got in the ring. I knew it was supposed to happen because Coach Barry told me, he told me go in the ring first. Like we were the only ones. I'll never forget. I remember all the security guards and stuff. It was like, hey, no recording, catch anybody recording. All they had to do their host. I'm like, oh, it's real. Like it's not no regular sparring. And we got in there, boom. We started mixing it up, and he always takes around to feel you out, see what you got. And as he started filling me out, I'm filling him out, seeing where you're looking. I'm jabbing. He touched me, and boom, I touch him. I'm like, I knock his head back. I'm like, he touched me. I'm like, okay, so we both get that back.
Let's break the ice, baby. Let's break the ice.
Yeah, we got that mutual respect. Like, okay, here we go. And then we started working, man. I mean, I don't want to get too many details to what happened.
No, that's good enough for me right there, man. But the fact that you stepped in the ring with him, man, that's big.
It was. Oh, what I will tell you is that he hits like that. Them people falling out on TV they're not falling out just taking a check.
It's real.
Yeah, it's real. It's really real. He hit like. He probably the only person that ever hit me before, and it burned and sting, like in the same time. Like that's crazy. So I mean, he got real power for real. But I think what surprised him about me was my, me being sharp and being able to focus. And he took a liking to me. Like I mean, he had posted me. Of course, he always followed me and always check up on me. He had text me every once in a while or say what's up to me. He just took a liking to me. And our relationship grown since then. So that was a year ago. So
yeah, because you are the next generation. Scooter Shark Season Davis is the next generation, man. Next generation of headbangers. Your stablemate, Nasheed Smith. I can't leave here without mentioning my man. Special shout out to my man, Nasheed Smith. I know you listening. What is that relationship like, man? What does Nasheed Smith mean to you?
Oh man. First of all, me and Nasheed are both Cancers. So his birthday July 4th, my birthday July 7th. So we act just alike. We the same person. We like the same thing. We're gonna play the game. We're gonna eat, and we're gonna go to sleep. And we're gonna box. That's our only thing. But my man Nasheed means everything to me. Nasheed is that one dude that it don't matter what time it is, when he call you, it'd be like, you got to answer, and more than 9 times out of 10, he's gonna tell you, "Yeah, let's go work out, let's go run."
Yeah.
At 6 in the morning, he'd be like, "Damn." And I can't. I know. I'm not gonna let him down. I don't want to get up. I'm just, the bed be feeling all comfortable, man. And
You gotta go.
I gotta go. I can't leave my man hanging, and he the same way with me. Like he know when Coach Berry calls us for a workout, and Coach Berry know what he be doing. He just call us too. It won't be nobody else. So one of us don't go. It's just we by ourselves. So we know we can't leave one man, alone. So he's one of the biggest reasons that I'm being pushed in the gym. Actually, he pushes me.
Yeah, and that's what I like. That's what I saw when I was up there, man. The relationship that you guys have, I think you push each other, and that's good to have a person like that because, like you said, it might be a day where Scooter say, you know what, I want to stand here and play PlayStation all day, but then now she calls and be like, man, look, we got to get this work, and it's a reminder that when you chilling, somebody else is working, man.
He like an old man too. Like he'll say some stuff like that. Be like, "Dang, I ain't want to hear that right now, man. I wanted to be lazy." But it snap you out of it though. He say stuff just like that. He'd be like, "Come on, man. Like, don't stop BSing this and that." Be like, "All right, he'll get me up on."
That's right. Tony K, she just said it. Accountability partners. That's big. You got to have that in life. Period.
Yeah.
If you don't, man, you won't make it as far as you're supposed to make it.
Man.
So Scooter Davis is turning pro.
Yes.
Announced it on Live with Liteskin Lou. I can't tell you how enthused I am, young fella, to have you.
First one, I gave you exclusive, man. I gave you exclusive. Ain't nobody got that. I'm first to tell you on your show.
I really appreciate it. That's gonna go a long way. I look forward to seeing you, man. Like, just think, your next fight is gonna be without headgear, Scooter. You said it, but has it set in yet?
No, it hasn't. No, no. I'm still going through motion. I've been treating myself like a pro boxer since I probably graduated high school. Really, I've been worried about taking my vitamins, being able to hydrate, making sure I'm eating the right foods, learning what makes my body go, what makes my body plateau, what makes my body feel sluggish, what makes it feel up. I'm learning everything about my body, and going to my different trainers to do different things, whether it's strength and conditioning, whether it's boxing, and recovery. Learning how that recovery is a big part of your workout. I've been learning how to be a pro for about going 2 to 3 years now. So it's easy now. It's just I feel like a pro already. It's just actually getting in a fight, which I feel like fighting is just what I do. So I'd adapt.
That's right. I got one question I forgot to ask you. You play football, right?
Yes.
When did Scooter know, like, because you playing two sports, you in between. When did Scooter know, like, you know what, I'm about to leave this football alone, and I'm about to get up there and put them gloves on, make this my pet. I'm about to do it.
Never. I never did. No, I was so upset when my dad made me for box. I was so upset. Wish he was right here, right now. It's I was upset. Because I was so good in football. I was like that, and I was the same way I was in boxing. But I think when my dad broke it to me, he said, it's 11 men on the field in football, right? So it's a team sport. So if you don't have a great team, sometimes them college recruiters won't look at your area because the team is not, excelling. So I will have to. It's a lot to go through it, but in boxing, it's just you.
Yes.
Everything you do is just you. Whether you're gonna go run, spar, throw, punch, slip a punch, everything is you. So he was like, and he always told me like, you ain't gonna let yourself down. But let myself down yet today. So
yeah, because when I had my finest researchers looking into the football career, and I gotta tell you, Scooter, I heard great things about you playing that position. What positions you play? I forget.
Quarterback. I played running back.
Running back, yeah. Man, do you ever look? Because I know you coach with your dad. Is it ever a time where Scooter looking like, you know what, like, dang, like that could have been me?
All the time. Asking them all the time. I'm like, man, I could have been playing football right now. I miss it. I miss the actual game of football, but that's what helps me, go coach the kids because they just pure. They innocent. They don't know nothing. They believe that every single one of them is going to go to the NFL, and that bring me joy to just hype them up, teach them, and tell them that they're going to the NFL. So that's what I believed at that time. So
yeah, because I follow your lives. Whenever you go live, man, I love you enthusiastic, but just with anything that you do, but mainly with the football. You got the guys, man. You got them pumped up. What does that do for Scooter Davis when you got the kids? They looking up to you and they following your every word.
It just make me feel like I got people that's looking up to me and that I got to do it right for. Like I got to be the example. I always tell them, like, my football team just found out, like, that was their first time coming to my fight, and they didn't know who I was. I don't want them to know who I am. I want them to look at me as just Coach Scooter. But then they realized that, oh, Coach Scooter is really celebrity or whatever, they Instagram famous or whatever they want to label me.
Yeah.
He's a and when it soon to be pro boxer. That's gonna be my name. It's gonna be Scooter Davis, the pro boxer. Like, and I know my kids gonna be looking at me like, whoa, like, oh my, you pro? Like, yeah. I don't want them to know that now. I mean, I don't want them to just be like, they like me because I'm a pro. I want them to look up to me and want to follow me just because of who I am to them, which they already are. Now that they know I box, they done lost their mind now.
Exactly. They follow you, Scooter. I watch, man. Every time you go live, I'm in the building watching you, following you, seeing the growth over the years has been like music to my ears, man. Before I let you go, I want to give you your flowers. I always do that for everybody who comes on the show. Young fella, I can't tell you how proud I am of you, the man that you become in and out of the ring. You turning pro is the next step in your life. And I think everybody who's on this channel, they know that it's going to be nothing but great things. Yeah, you didn't get the decision the other day, but that door closed and another one open.
Yes,
so
sir.
With that being said, man, I'm proud of you. Keep doing what you're doing. Liteskin Lou platform is your platform. You got anything you want to get off your chest, beefing with somebody, you want to get it on the air, to say, look, Liteskin Lou, open the shop up and we're going to do what we do. Keep doing what you're doing, man. Shoot for the moon. And even if you miss, young fella, you're going to be amongst those stars. Let people know out there where they can find you at. What's your social media handles?
Everybody can find me at I am Scooter Davis on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. And the last thing, like I said before, just want to let everybody know on here that I will be turning pro, and I am looking to sign. So if anybody is willing to talk, wants to talk and wants to reach out to me, you can. This is your time, because it probably won't be here for too long. But so I want to give everybody a chance to, be able to speak what they got from me.
That's right. If you are not on the Shark Season movement, you better get on it, because guess what? Liteskin Lou don't wear too many other people t-shirts. But guess what? 2 Fridays ago, I was in the building with this t-shirt on, supporting this young man, the young man with a smile from California all the way to Maine, man. Young fella, keep doing what you're doing. Before we leave out, I want to thank some people for chiming in, if you don't mind. Warzone, Jamar Hill, Great, Got That Juice, Tony K, Tawana French. If I missed you, I'm sorry. I can't see well right now. But Scooter, continue to do things, man, great things. Stay humble.
Always.
Stay hungry. And, man, live your life to the fullest, young fella. I look forward to seeing you again and again at the fights. Keep doing what you're doing. And, man, we up out here.
Yes, sir.
Peace.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Nah, no profit. Yo, where you at? Where you at? My homie Lou on the mic. Them other hosts need to stop. They ain't doing it right. If you ain't turned in the Lou, what you doing with your life? Conversation so sharp, it ain't your usual night. We got athletes, entrepreneurs, even celebrities. Politicians discuss nationwide discrepancies. Hardcore tackling issues in our community. Spreading our knowledge, creating an opportunity. Tune in live with Liteskin Lou. Tune in live with Liteskin Lou. Tune in live with Liteskin Lou. Tune in live with Liteskin Lou.
Liteskin Lou. Liteskin Lou.